Good evening, all, and welcome to another episode of Nightfall in Amsterdam. Today we are going to have a social between Little Fang and Alvaro. Um, how about at the not Sept Park
Okay.
where she's staying? All right, he'll come back probably around 10 p.m. with a big bag. Does she sleep in a tent or anything or just
She has a den that she
okay?
dug out.
He'll like come to the outside of the den and like knock on the side of it.
Yes, Alvaro.
I brought you presents.
Presents.
Yes, it is.
Her head sticks out of the den looking up at you.
It is. It is Christmas Eve, and I have brought things. Sits the bag down.
Things.
Yes, uh, foods and
Is this
whatnot.
about that fat man who slays reindeer?
I he uses them to pull his sled.
It is a sled, not to slay.
I I'm not the best with English, but maybe seems to
Air
consider.
says he is not related to her.
Santa is not related to air.
Yes.
Now I have to ask her why that even came up because now I think he might be, and she's just protesting.
You think she would lie to me?
Hmm. I do not think she would lie. I think she's dodging. Maybe she knows him or something. Hmm.
Perhaps.
Anyway, he pulls out a box and opens it. So I found different meats that I thought you'd want to try. Um, we have cow, chicken. I think this is ox. What else? I'm not sure what this one is. Probably fish. Some sort of fish. Scoots it toward her.
And she'll sniff over it all. Is this because of my discussion with your mate?
You had a discussion with Ekta?
Yes.
I was unaware of it. No, this is just this is a Christmas gift. I have more. Pulls out a brush. This is for when I'm not rubbing bellies. You might like your fur brushed.
Hmm.
Would you like to come out so I can see if you like it?
And she pads up next to him. She lays down, putting her head on his lap.
And we'll begin brushing her head and then her back.
This is nice.
Yeah, see,
It is like belly rubs.
but all over.
This makes me happy.
Good. I think I have something else. I have some more um, human-related things. Some pants, socks, things of that nature.
These
Sturdy
are
things.
these are wise gifts.
Thank you. I like to think I did good. But you spoke with Ekta. How did that go?
Well, she is preparing.
For what?
War and motherhood.
He turns a little like flushed. Or yes. Why? Why motherhood?
Because that is what a mate does. They bear your
Oh,
children.
we were. I mean, we had discussed, but I did not think it would be so soon.
Why not? She is
Um,
good. She's even eating meat to be strong.
It, well, we don't have financial situation and things of that nature. Like who would watch the children while she's working and I'm what I am doing and such.
We leave them with the den mother.
Okay, that that's not actually a bad idea. Um, but we okay. Is she interested in having children so soon? She wanted to wait until we were married, which usually takes for humans average 2 years of courting.
Why would you go to court to be mates?
To make sure we are compatible, that we could stand to be around each other and enjoy each other's company enough to raise a family.
You are strange.
Uh, Me in particular, or humans in general.
Both.
I do not know why I got singled out, but I will go with that. Um, it is well,
Do you not
uh,
find her pleasing?
no, I do. It's not. How do I describe it? So say I was, we were going to be a pack. If I did something that annoyed you so badly after a year of you knowing, you didn't find out until a year later. Um, what would be your response?
I would reprimand you. That is what a good alpha would do.
Okay,
He
well,
would deal with the problem and then move forward.
okay, well that is good. Um, but say we had a difference in belief, something we could not move past, and then
Are you falling to the spiral? Should I
no,
slay you now?
no, not at all. I am nowhere close, and I do not plan to be. Um, but my point is, uh, if you were to encounter such a thing where you'd rather not be in a pack with me, then we'd go our separate ways. But in a relationship with children, it's a little harder to do that. And I mean, you can, but it affects them just as much as it would you.
They
So
would be kinfolk. They would stay with us. Why do you make this difficult?
I don't. It's okay. Well, hmm. I have no proper retort for that, but I feel like I should. I will circle back around to that later. Um, but how are things otherwise? You still brushing here.
They are good.
Um,
Apparently, Air does not realize that alcohol does not affect me.
I don't understand how that is.
The spirits have blessed me. How else would it be?
Okay. Um, oh, have you gotten a chance to speak with Puddle Jumper? Was that his name?
Who is Puddle Jumper?
I wasn't the cub we encountered. Was that?
Ah, him, yes. We have
Ah,
talked some.
how is he doing?
He is adjusting. It is different here for him. He is used to being locked down and kept very tight to where he can be. Now he has much more freedom. He must stay near this area, but he is not locked down to what he called a cell.
Hmm. They have you been to a zoo?
I have heard of them.
Maybe we can visit one day, and I can explain. I don't think you would like the answer. I'm not fond of it now either. But it is good as adjusting. It was very impressive the way you handled him.
I know what fear I felt when I was first changed.
Do you ever worry about it now?
My first change? No,
Where were you when it happened?
in the woods.
Well, I'm guessing you don't know the area in general.
The glasswalkers said it was Appalachia.
Ah, I have not visited. Well, actually, since you wanted me to be forward with you about things with ECTA, at some point I have to go to the United.
Church.
Yes, that. Um, Past that, she how her the will workers their souls give them magic, and they go through a process where that wakes up. Well, how hers occurred is someone tried to murder her, and as far
We
as I
should
know,
find them and kill them.
that is my plan. He or she was not caught, so I promised her I'd go visit, find him, and probably hang him up by his entrails.
You will have the aid of your pack.
I, I appreciate that.
Your mate is a good woman.
I'm glad you like her. I think she's a good fit for me. Um,
You have found that you fit or not. Good.
that yes.
Some knots are too big. Very unpleasant.
It takes him a moment. Oh, no, 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 no. Um, we haven't mated yet, or anything of that nature. I think I've kissed her cheek. It's as far as we've gotten.
Are you shy? Do you need to be shown how?
No, no, no. Remember. I have mated with many women. Um, she just wished to wait until we were married. Um, do you know what that is?
It is the Hamed way to claim a mate.
Yes. So she wished to wait until we were married. Um,
Then you will be married this weekend?
uh, no, we haven't actually discussed. Again, usually the courtships that I'm familiar with are usually 2 years. So you would be engaged, and usually you would have some time before engagement where you dated, and then you were engaged, and then after some time you were married.
So you will be engaged this weekend?
No, no. Usually it's longer than a month.
Why?
Um, Humans are complicated.
Apparently.
That is the best way I can describe that. Get to know one another. We seem to fit now. We seem to work. But we consider many more things besides just compatibility and offspring. I guess was
You do
the
not think you are compatible?
no. We seem to be, but it is still early. I mean, I am fairly settled that I think she will work for me, but as far as getting along and
Do you fear she is barren?
no, not at all. I haven't asked, and I've not looked at her hips. Well, I have, but it not not in that mind. But no,
They are
she's
narrow, but she should still bear children well.
I, I I'm sure it will be fine. Um,
And she's had her eyes closed this whole time while you're brushing her.
it is the best like image ever. Just this frank conversation, and she's just very nonplussed about it. Um, no, it I maybe in a few months if you know things go well. Um, yes, it and she has this thing with the church, so it is it might be best to wait until after for any sort of attempt at having children.
Do whatever the Homeds must do.
Oh, do
They make no sense, but you speak of waiting 2 years. That is nearly half of my life.
oh, wow, I did not consider that. Would you like to see me with offspring?
I would be honored to have a packmate who bears children for the nation.
I did not consider that. Hmm. We will. We will. I will speak to her and see where she is at on the topic. Since you've already spoken to her about having children,
She seems agreeable.
did she seem bashful about it at all?
No, she is a strong woman. I like this about her. She will make a
She
good
is.
mother.
She is. She
She was afraid when I said that she would have a litter. I guess you do not call children a litter when you have them as Homed?
usually a litter for us means several in one sitting.
Yes,
Um, for us, it will likely just be one at a time.
you'll be keeping her busy for a long time, making many children.
Um, we did not. We discussed how many she would want, and we settled on we will see. She does not want 20, um, which I started with as a joke, um, but probably more than one.
5 or 6 is a good number.
I
It is the same as a litter for me.
That will take. Let me see. Um, Women are pregnant 9 months for us, so they'll be very old when the last one is born.
That will be nearly twice the age I am by the time that happens.
Hmm.
Maybe more. Homeds are so strange.
I I cannot control how birth works. Um, I do not know if there's a. Well, then again, the, she might be able to do a Wilburker thing with that. I'm not really sure how, but I'm sure they've managed to do some strange things. So you never know. And there's also the possibility of twins. There was a woman who was pregnant with I heard of with 8 at one time, which is quite a bit for a human.
Humans do have litters, see?
They can, yes. It's not common. Twins is more normal, or more, yes. That happens sometimes, yes. Um, so she could, um, but that particular woman, I think, used science to aid her in having that many at once.
I see.
Hmm. He's brushing. Um, he's gonna like brush her lower back now. He's got her top half all brushed out.
And she kind of just stretches out and she
Is
kind
she
of looks
shitty?
over. Not really, we're going into the winter, so her coat's thickening.
Gotcha.
But she like lazily reaches her snout out and like grabs a piece of meat. Just
I'll
kind of
scoot the box a
drags
little
it
closer for
over.
her.
And
Um, think she met a one of our kind. She was concerned for him. He is one of the Fury's lot.
Metisborn.
Hmm. Her biggest fear was he would, or our child would be beat because of what she saw with Festus. I assured her that was not the case, and that anybody who tried to beat our child outside of our permission would die.
Quickly
Mhm.
and possibly quite painfully. Kinfolk of my pack are not to be touched.
But oh, thank you. Um, but when are you going to look into having a mate? Have you considered?
I spoke to a man named Drevin. I said, if you can subdue me, I will let you be my mate.
I think it was there. You sparred with him.
Yes,
Did he? Have you thought about going further with that? Or are you waiting for him to subdue you?
he must succeed in subduing me.
Okay, I will. I will speak with him. Would you like that soon?
I do not see him as being capable quite yet,
Okay.
and I am not certain how he feels with mating with a wolf.
I mean, your human form is attractive enough. I assume that would be fine. Um,
I
they
would
they
have
are.
to be human to mate with him.
I do not think he would want to mate with you in your wolf form. Maybe your Krynos. Maybe. Do not know. I've never seen it. Um, never know. He might have a thing for that. There is a. I've heard rumors of things called furries, people who are into anthropomorphic beings. Could be his thing. I can ask.
So we are seeking furries.
Well, if you want to mate in Krynos, that would be your best bet. If you want to mate in your wolf form, it gets a little more strange. Most people who um, it's called bestiality. Uh, I do not know if you'd want to continue your genetics with one who would just mate with your wolf form.
This is why I do not have a mate. Humans are strange.
Hey, well, I mean, you do not find, well, for example, you do not find coyotes attractive, right?
Many of the Nuisha have secrets, but they tell them like the Ragabash do. They speak much like the new moon, in tricks and circles. But if you listen, you can learn.
Never actually. So you've met one.
Yes?
Oh, I've always been curious. You met him back home?
Yes. Shortly after my rite of passage.
Are you friends?
We spoke and we both walked away alive, unhurt.
That is something.
If
Um,
that is friends, then we are friends.
it it is acquaintances, I believe, is what I would call that. Would you want to share that newishest company again?
He is not unpleasant to speak with.
It, yeah, you could be friends. But I meant your average normal coyote or jackal. Um, would you say you find them attractive?
A jackal.
Hmm. He'll pull out his phone. He'll cease the brushing to pull out his phone, and then he'll pull up a picture of a jackal and then turn it toward
I have not seen creatures like that before,
her. Um,
since they're found in Africa.
yeah, yeah, they're in Africa. Well, I guess it's not very apt. Deer. Do you find deer attractive?
Deer are food.
Okay. Um, well, that's kind of what it's like. Your average human isn't going to want to mate with a wolf because why would they?
Because we are strong.
Well, your average human could not get a regular wolf pregnant. So otherwise, it's just sex, and you know, it's 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 like you wanting to mate with a male deer. Why would you? You can't continue your line. Their food. It's just a mess.
They would believe me to have mated with another Garu, for the wolf would come with horns.
I I do not think that you could get pregnant from one.
Have you tried?
I have not. Um, Nor do I plan to. Do have you?
She just kind of tilts her head up, opening her eyes and looking at you. So her head's kind of basically upside down. I told you I do not mate with prey.
Okay. Um, Say a cougar.
Hmm,
Do you find cougars attractive?
that would be interesting. I could see myself laying with a cougar.
It, but now, okay, this is a line of conversation I never thought we'd have. I don't know why, but here we are. Um, you just mate for the sake of having children, right? Wolves normally.
Cubs?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's not about sexual pleasure.
No.
Okay. So you, I have never seen any recordings of wolves laying with cougars and having any cubs. So there isn't much point for humans to want to mate with wolves because we cannot procreate with them, as far as I know. So I don't think he would be. Most people aren't too attracted to wolves because of that. I think it's instinct. But the ones that are, they do it for the sexual pleasure of it.
Humans are afraid to mate with wolves because we are predators and they are prey.
I do not think that is what it is. Not that you're not predators, and I will not comment on the prey thing, but it, there's no point in mating with wolves because we can't have offspring. So it would just be for sex, and that is kind of frowned upon here since it's sort of perverted to just have it with animals for no apparent reason other than that. Generally, took me a moment to realize how we got to this point in the conversation. I'm swinging back around. Um, so I would think if you want to mate with him, it will either have to be in your human form or your Krynos form. But I will ask.
He still must subdue me.
I would I would be interested to see him do so.
I would
So
be
by that,
surprised to see him do so.
what exactly does that mean for you?
A wolf does not give itself to a partner just because the partner wants it. When wolves mate, there are parts that force them to remain together even afterwards, pulling painfully.
Yes, that is the knotting, right?
Yes.
Yes. Um,
So mating somebody to do that to me must first subdue me.
okay, so I've got to explain how that will work with him. Um, he will not have a knot to knot with you. Um, if you're
Did he not
human,
develop properly?
no, humans don't have those. Um, I will show you a gorilla one day, and then we'll use him as an example or and whatnot. Um, but no, there will be no. It will not be painful, as far as I know. Um, unless some people like that, but we're getting into a line of conversation I don't want to. So for the there's no nodding. Um, so you won't have to worry about pain, um, or having your intestines pulled out or anything like that. Um, if you're human, it will be quite pleasurable. And so yeah, that's why we have sex outside of mating for just children because it is enjoyable.
Do you not find joy in making kinfolk and Garu for the nation?
I personally, I do. Uh, well, I haven't yet, but I mate for enjoyment. But I would
How
want it
many
to be
mates
with
do you
some.
have?
I have one now. That one.
Did you lose the
Um,
others?
no, they weren't mates. They were just people I would friends. He smiles. Oh, okay.
You,
So we the mating I had was just for pleasure. I didn't have it for spreading my genetics or anything like that.
what are genetics?
Bloodline.
Hmm.
So I I wasn't doing any spreading of that with any of the mates that I've had thus far that I know of.
You did not check to make sure that they had not borne you children?
Um, usually we used protection
You
to
asked the spirits to keep you from breeding?
no. There are things that women can do and men can do to prevent pregnancy while still having sex.
Humans are weird.
Well, it is okay. So sex for wolves is not enjoyable.
Is it supposed to be enjoyable?
Well, it is enjoyable for humans, and that's why we have it so much without having offspring, because it is fun. So he starts brushing her back again. So take this brushing. You're enjoying it, yes?
She just nods her head a little bit, grabbing
Okay.
another piece of meat.
Okay. Uh, I'll work on her lower back. Um, times this by miles and miles. That's how much more enjoyable sex is for us.
How is distance comparable to this?
Well, I was looking for a reference, and do you understand mathematics?
Yes?
Okay. Um, so so times this brushing by 100, say, and that is how
Do not have a
enjoyable.
100 arms.
Uh, well, that is when you double up. So use your fingers,
100
and
is far more than two.
yes, yes, it is. But you have to you have to count several times. You see. So look at my hand. Um,
She
see,
opens her
I
eyes,
have
looking back at his hand.
I have four fingers and a thumb.
Yes.
So you count that multiple times to add to 100.
You
And
still only have 5, though.
yes, that is you're correct. Um, but that's
5
not the
is not
point.
100.
No, but you can add five and five and five and five and five, and you can keep adding it until you get there.
Why?
That is how math works.
Why would you need 100?
No, I'm just saying that is the level of enjoyment. So you take the brushing. He stops brushing, just holds up the brush. Take the brushing, and you times it by 100. You have so it's that much more enjoyable.
But you cannot hold 100 brushes.
We don't know that. I think I could, just not in my hand. I would have to hold it in my arms.
I doubt the brushing would be very nice.
No, it would not. And
That
um,
makes your point. So having sex is not nice?
no, no. Okay, so um, it is very nice. So my point is, as nice as the brushing is, um, sex is like having as much brushing as you want whenever you want it. He smiled.
So I can have as much brushing whenever I want?
It depends. How much brushing do you want?
She just kind of cracks open an eye and like leans back looking at him again. Enough.
That is not a number or anything, but no. My point is that it's more enjoyable than brushing. So if you enjoy this, human sex is better. This is probably what I should have said at the beginning. But there you have it.
So you're saying I should be having human sex?
Hey, yes, you should. It's fun.
And who should I be having human sex with?
I whoever you find attractive, as long as they're willing and agree to it, and it's not like. So we have there are laws for age. Just make sure the person is above the age of 18.
But I am
For
not above 18.
does not matter. You look older, so you have to make sure they look at least close to my age.
How do you tell a human's age?
That is difficult, more so than it used to be. You have to ask, and sometimes they lie.
So I have to ask and then ask them to have this human sex with me?
I there. I mean, yes. Um, would you like
Okay.
me to take you somewhere one day and introduce you to someone you could have that with?
I understand how this works.
No, 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 no. But not the sex part. I'm sure you'll figure that out. And I don't want to be there when you're working on that. I meant more in the sense of introducing you to somebody I trust to lay with you.
We are going to lay.
Sex.
You do it standing up.
Not well. No, not well. Sometimes yes, but not all the time. We can do it many ways. Humans are flexible.
I do not know about humans, but I have very flexible parts. And she kind of stretches her legs out, sprawling her little tiny form everywhere.
She's still a wolf, right?
Hmm.
It's hilarious. Um, okay, well, I will find you. There's a book that I can get you, and it will show you many ways that humans can have sex. And you can try anyone you want with whoever and learn that way. Um, but I meant more in the sense of I will introduce you to someone that I trust to do that with with you.
What humans would you trust to have the human sex with me?
Um, Drevin, possibly. Um, there are people who have sex for money. Um, it is legal here, so there's certain standards. You can get this is this is not how I saw my night going. You can get diseases, sickness from having sex if you're not safe about it.
So human sex is dangerous.
Can be. Most things are.
Good thing my body is strong.
Well, it just but my point is there are people who can pay to have sex with you for money. Um, and usually they have to maintain a standard where they're not sick of any sort.
Then I will take your money and go find these pay for sex people.
I will go with you, and then I will arrange things for you, and then I will leave, and I can pick you up when you're done.
Why would you be carrying me?
Pick you up is a human phrase meaning I can meet you, and I will walk back with you. Usually it means you have a car, but I do not have one, so I will walk you there, and I will walk back and meet you, and then we can come back here, or go get food.
I have food, and she noses towards the box.
Well, this is not tonight, but a different day.
Very well.
Okay. He resumes brushing her back. Would you like me to brush your belly?
And she just kind of rolls over. Just that, that dog is sprawled out on their back. Look,
Mm-hmm.
that's me
He
right now.
begins brushing your belly.
Hmm, this is better than belly rubs.
Yeah, good. Um, they've also got they sell wipes. They're scented for your coat to clean it.
Scented wipes?
He pulls out a little box, pulls one of the wipes out. It's like I guess lavender and vanilla scented. He holds it near your nose.
Why do I want to smell like plants?
It smells good.
Do you wash your coat with this?
No, I have skin. I wash. He pulls out his bag. He pulls out an Old Spice bottle. I wash with this. He opens the cap and holds it near your nose.
That's not much better.
It smells good. Um,
At least this does not smell like cigarettes.
I they do not
That
smell
is
that bad.
something you should know. Your
Mm.
mate and I agree. You should
I
stop.
well, I figure I'm going to die at some point. I'm probably going to get killed by a black spiral dancer at some point. So I might as well enjoy things with the time I have.
Do not bathe your body in the worm.
It is I do not think it is that bad. I can even I can even start smoking normal tobacco that has smell to it that doesn't stink, if you'd prefer.
You do not smoke normal tobacco.
No, they are. I do not know if I want to explain what they are. I think you will like it less than you do now.
Then you definitely should stop.
Ugh. I can work on it.
Good.
It is a habit, and well, it is there's an addiction as well. It's once you smoke it enough, you become used to it.
Your mate and I will help you stop.
Ugh. Um, I will switch over to a pipe, which I can smoke tobacco instead. Will not be as good, but I can make baby steps.
I am proud of you.
Mm,
This sounds difficult for you.
it will be extremely so. I will be grumpy some days. I will
You are grumpy some days now.
I what I am always pleasant.
Not when you just wake up.
Well it's it's not exactly warm. Um,
I have offered to let you sleep in my den with me.
I do not think I'll fit.
It is not that small.
I will fit like this. He motions to himself.
No,
Let's see. I am more comfortable this way than I am in my other my wolf.
you would be warmer like this.
My my coat is not as thick.
Because you do not let it grow.
It, I do not think it has ever grown much. That times I've been in it yeah. But if you had a den that was as Alvaro size this way, I would probably take you up on that.
Fine.
But would you prefer I share the den?
If it would mean you would not be grumpy in the morning.
Uh, I mean, I just are you cold? Do you need more? Do you need more body heat or something?
No,
Okay,
just trying to care for my packmate.
okay. We can try. I've never actually tried that, so
Many packs live together. Some packs I have heard that are mostly Hamidi may even have multiple homes that they share.
sounds nice. You've never been in a pack before?
No.
No, we will
The
soon.
closest was my rite of passage. There were three of us seeking Uktena.
Did you find him?
I am a Uktena, am I not?
Okay, that was a dumb question. Hmm.
We had a surprise during my rite of passage.
Yeah.
It seems a spiral dancer had heard that I would be there and chose to come after me.
Hmm. Kind of like he looks a little annoyed at that.
He came ready for one cub. He was not ready for three.
Good. You died?
Oh, yes,
Good. Hmm. How much do you know of them?
they fell from Gaia's graces, twisted by the worm.
That's about all I know.
They seek to bring the end of times.
Hmm. Sometimes I think they're worse than the leeches.
Leeches are just another facet of the worm.
Hmm. And the skin dancers. Looks more annoyed with that. Ugh. Um. Anyway, good. So, what'd you do with his body?
We brought it back after Uktena had seen it. Uktena took the secrets from his mind, shared those secrets with us, and we returned children of Uktena.
How come you did not make a pact with the other cubs at the time?
They did not wish to hunt them down,
Hmm.
for the ones we were hunting had left, coming for here.
Ah.
They wished to stay where the pure tribes are.
Were they all lupus as well?
No, the other
Hmm.
two were Hamid. I chose to follow to hunt the worm wherever it dwells, even in the Wormbringer's homelands.
Have you met any of the other the Wendigo?
Yes, I know members of Little Brother.
What are they like?
Angry,
Hmm.
cold. They are like a blizzard across the tundra,
Hmm.
sapping your strength and killing you.
It's very specific.
That is Wendigo.
Hmm. I do not know much about him or any of them.
This is not on accident.
Hmm. What do you think of Metis?
I think they have their own purposes. Those that find their purpose do much better within the nation. But they have a lot of work to overcome.
Do you blame them for what they are?
They were not the ones who mated with Geru.
He seems to approve. Some of us are harder on them than others. I just asked because what if we end up liking this Hephaestus? If he were to join us, how would you want to handle people who bothered him?
It would depend on who they were and how they were bothering him.
He was um he was whipped.
By who?
The Furies.
Before he came here?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I cannot judge them on how they raise their cubs.
I do not say I approve, but I'm not familiar with their methods. But if he were to join us now and they would to try, I do not think I would be able to stand by.
If he were in our pack, they would have to have very good reason to strike him and not have me retaliate.
Good.
He is a smith. He likes to craft Hamid things.
I believe she told me that. Have you met him?
I have. He is the one who invited Ekta the other
Oh,
night when we went drinking at Molly Malone's.
what did you think of him?
He seems a good man. He shows
Would you want
deference
him?
to those who are above him. He does not handle his alcohol well.
Oh, it's a shame. Would you want him in our pack?
She contemplates for a moment. He would not be a bad member to have. He is a theurge.
That'd be good. I do not think our Shadow Lord friend is coming back.
That is no loss on our part.
Hmm.
The fewer Shadow Lords, the better.
I have not had much dealings, but I do enjoy Veronica of the Smug Smile.
I have only met her the one time, but
Do
she
you like?
seemed like a wise leader.
You do not like Shadow Lords otherwise?
Shadow Lords often killed many of our people when they came across. Back when the Wormbringers first came to our world.
Hmm.
Back when Middle Brother was still here.
I've heard murmurings about that, but I've never heard from an Uktena. Um, what happened?
They came, they slaughtered our kinfolk, our people. They destroyed the world, cut down the forests,
I
all
meant,
seeking some sort of metal that made them happy.
what of Middle Brother? That's I've only heard bits and pieces about that.
Middle Brother is gone.
It was not the Shadow Lords though, right?
No, Middle Brother sacrificed himself, and now they are lost to us.
Hmm. It's kind of soft. Have you heard anything of any spirits or anything of them? Nothing.
Of Middle Brothers?
Mm-hmm.
No, they have been gone a long time. Middle Brother sacrificed himself to seal away one of the great heads of the worm.
Hmm. Oh, continue the brushing, get to like her middle of her stomach, and then stop. Okay, you're brushed.
And she kind of rolls over in the dirt, shakes. Hmm, that was very pleasant.
I'm glad you liked it. Put that in. Do you want me to put the bag in your den so you have, in case you decide to use the wipes?
No.
Okay, I'll take those back. Um, I will hang on to the brush for you. Okay, well, something else. But yeah, I will look into the the paying service thing and speak to Acta. And would you like me to speak with Hephaestus about joining us?
If you find him again before I do,
Okay, I will do so. Oh, I've spoke with you about the trip to Germany that I plan to take with Acta. Yes.
yes.
Okay.
You said you would be gone a day.
Yes. It'll be soon. I think maybe for the new year or something. Something nice.
Very
Oh,
well.
okay. Alrighty. And that's I will see. That's all I got for now.
I will make sure we are not seeking out our totem at that time.
Have you made any headway?
The spirit's very quiet.
I think you'd
They
make a
find
good.
it strange that we seek out death as an ally.
But you like the idea, yes?
I do.
Well, I deal with it all the time, so it's not as strange for me. At least manifestations of it.
What spirit would they have in these lands that would represent death? You said in Egypt they have Anubis.
He is the god of the law of the dead. On these lands, hmm. Well, I would think for the uh, the more Norse bend, you would have hell.
Hmm.
But for here, I do not know. I'm not as familiar with the Dutch things. I should be. I'll have to look into that. I will let you know.
That may be why the spirits have been so quiet about our search. We have asked for the wrong name.
Could be. I will find out for you. And I think
Perhaps ask of Hephaestus. Spirits are his duty.
oh, yes, that's a good idea. I will find him and do that.
She nods.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go get a drink. I will be back a little later. Um, after I do a gig. Do you want me to bring anything back?
No,
Okay. We can hunt when I get back, if you like.
but you brought me food.
Oh, it might be a few hours. You might be hungry again.
She looks at the box of food. Perhaps.
Hmm. Okay. He will saunter on off.
And she will drag the box of food into her den.
And the mate was never seen again.
No, it was not.
Okay. All right. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. And have a good night.